Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Ruse Reviews, and today we're chatting about an app. Bear with me. So, an app. I think the app world has sort of taken magic by storm. It is one of those things that's always on you, it's always on your phone. I'm using my phone to film, but it's one of those things that you just take with you everywhere, isn't it? That's what your phone is. There are certain apps within Magic that just slay it. And today we are chatting about my most favourite app in the entire world. I've had it since day one. This is Wikitest by Marc Kerstein. Right, so Wikitest is a app which you are basically able to have spectators go to Wikipedia, search for anything they want, search for a word in the article of whatever they search for, not only be able to tell them what article they've searched for, but also tell them what word they're merely thinking of in the article. It's killer. So I first saw this on David Blaine's TV series. I forget which one it was, sorry, I should have researched it, but I do remember it coming out. And then I remember Danny Garcia posting a video of this being performed. It's performed to Margot Robbie. Her reaction is crazy. And then the release date came out and Danny Garcia put up a status saying you can get it here. Straight away, as soon as it came out, I got it straight away. I didn't know what I was buying. I hadn't really heard of Marc beforehand, and it was just something that I went straight in and got. The app itself has just gone from strength to strength. It's something that I use every single gig that I do. So thanks, Marc, for paying my bills, basically, man. You can also use it in conjunction with your Apple Watch. For those of you that know about what I'm talking about, that is killer. I don't use an Apple Watch anymore. I use this watch. Some of you will probably know what that is, but I can palm the Apple Watch because it's that small. I can palm it in my hand if needs be, or I just use the phone now for its natural peak. So, I mean, I don't want to go too much into this. I'm going to go into a performance of this right now. This was taken last year. And, okay, I've edited this a little bit, but this was for a social media thing that came out last year. So don't say, oh, do you still... I don't have that footage anymore. I can't upload a full performance footage. So before anyone starts bitching in the comments, which people have done in the past about performance, just bear in mind what the spectator sees and the reaction at the end. It kills. So let's get into the performance right here. I'm going to search for an article, okay? It'll be like a prediction article, okay? I don't want you to see what this is. I want you to imagine that you're going out for dinner, okay? You've gone and you've had your dinner. But then afterwards you're going to go and see a film at the cinema, okay? You go down to Cineworld or something like that, okay? Yeah. But when you get to Cineworld, you look at all the films in front of you, and they're not just the recent films that have come out in the last week or so. Yeah. They're the films of the last 100 years. Okay. Yeah. And as you're looking at all these films, one of them jumps out to you, and then another one jumps out to you. You think, shit, I haven't seen that in ages. Yeah. But another one, and they keep popping out until you're happy you settle on one in your head. I mean, what film would you think it's in?
I just thought of Shrek.
Shrek? Which one? The first one?
The first one, yeah.
The first one? Yeah. It's a good film.
Yeah, I love it.
There's no way that I could have known that beforehand.
No way.
No? Do you want to have a look? What I predicted on your phone?
I don't... What the fuck?
Show the curtain, show the curtain. God.
How? Because, mate, I was thinking it for ages.
I'll tell you what, whilst you're there, okay? Whilst you're there, because these guys might not have seen it, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to search for anything. Search for anything in Wikipedia. Anything you want. Anything you want.
At all.
At all.
Yeah, okay.
Good?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So whatever this is, okay, I want you to then scroll down into the article and just find a random word, maybe 6, 7 letters long. Quite a longish word. You got one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. Okay, hold it back against your chest. Okay. Yes. Hold it back against your chest. Good. Okay. I want you to think of what you searched for.
Yeah, yeah.
I want you to say whatever this is. Okay. I want you to think whether it's a place, whether it's a celebrity, whether it's a music. Okay. Don't nod. Okay. It's someone famous. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Try not to give too much away. Okay. Start to spell the name. You've done both names. You've done 2 names. Yeah. Yeah. Both the Christian name and the last name.
Yeah.
I want you to think of the last letter of the first name. The last letter of the first name, you say nothing out loud, okay? You guys can see it here, a little tensing, it's more of an open sound, it's an L, yes?
Yeah.
L, okay? You get nothing out loud. You say this over and again in your head. Quite current, I'm just going to go for it. This is Nigel Farage, yes?
Nigel Farage.
Yes? But here's the thing, you could have thought of any random word in that article.
Yeah, yeah.
Any random word.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You say it over and over again like...
What the?
Right, so that was the performance. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's one of those things that just slays every single time you do it. Now, that performance is actually in conjunction with another app that Marc has called Earworm. And it's a killer app by itself in its own right, but the way it connects with Wikitest means that they can genuinely go to Wikipedia, generally search, and you sort of search anything that you like as a prediction. They name anything they want and you turn it over and it's what they've named. You can then go straight from that into Wikitest, and it's how I now perform this effect at every single event, and it is so strong. Let me reiterate, so strong, right? There's literally not much more I can say about this app other than if you're thinking about it, if you haven't got it, where have you been? What have you been doing? Because you need to get it. Right, okay, so let's get into the usability of this app. Marc has the monopoly on making interfaces and the actual layouts of the app so user-friendly. It's one of the best things about his apps. If you ever own an app by Marc, you will know yourself, you are given everything straight off the bat and it's so easy to use. What you're getting are numerous input methods on your phone. You're also getting a brilliant set of instructions. You'll get the TV performance by David Blaine, I think, is up there. And you'll get routines via the jerks as well. If you ever read the jerks, you can come up with a brilliant routine. The instructions are written out, but they're so easy to follow and so sort of complete in the way that they're made. Literally couldn't have done a better job with the interface of this app. I think it's fair to say that there are many apps out there that are pretty busy, pretty complicated. I use some of them myself, but Marc nails this. He's also very happy to chat on Facebook Messenger about your ideas or thoughts regarding any app that he has. Even when I put up that piece of footage that you just saw on social media, I asked him first. I always do with creators before putting anything up like this. He's happy to go through it and sort of make sure that certain things are allowed in and certain things aren't, because obviously it still falls under media rights. But yeah, couldn't be a nicer guy. So as I say, this app works brilliantly with Marc Kerstein's Earworm. Okay, so Earworm is another one of Marc's apps, and basically that app, I mean, I can review that separately for you as well, but basically what they do is the most basic form of that app is you're able to pick a song on YouTube on their phone, you place it face down in their hands, they name whatever song they're thinking of, turn up the volume, the song starts to play, they turn it over and it's the video of that song. There are many different aspects of that app as well. It's integration with YouTube, it's integration with Wikitest, which is phenomenal. So yeah, those two combined is a killer routine. So I would highly advise, if you get Wikitest, get Earworm as well. I will cover Earworm in another review if you'd like. So here we go, some negatives and positives. This is going to be really hard because, as I say, it's been paying my bills for the last 3 years. It is the best app that I have ever used, ever, hands down. Guys, let me know what you think about this sort of app based magic and whether you want me to review more apps, because I use them all the time in my magic, especially with mind reading and stuff like that. It is a godsend to be able to have sort of apps on your phone that are able to sort of, you know, you don't need anything else on you. You have your phone and you're able to do these miracles with your phone. It's a whole other aspect to magic. It's a whole other niche market in magic, which, you know, some people are reviewing, some people aren't. And I think I could do a whole segment on different apps, you know, because I literally have loads and work them every day. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. But yeah, the good and the bad points. I do digress a little bit. Good points: reliable, 100% of the time reliable. The only thing you need to watch out for is Wi-Fi. Okay, now that's not, you know, a big thing to worry about too much, but it should be the key thing that you think about when performing apps like this. I myself always use 4G when I'm out and about at venues, turn Wi-Fi off, and always use 4G. The amount of people that say, oh yeah, I didn't get this good connectivity or that, it's because they're connected to the venue's Wi-Fi or just trusting Wi-Fi. You need to trust 4G in any venue you have if you're performing this app. I suppose that was sort of a good and a bad point, wasn't it, about the Wi-Fi? Just be wary of it. Another good point, the various input methods, okay? As I say, myself use 2 input methods. I think they're the best input methods out there. The fact that I don't have to even bring my phone out. If I'm wearing my Apple Watch and I have my phone in my pocket, which is how I used to perform it, I can do the auto pair thing with the Spectator. I don't even have to bring my phone out and I can get the peak that I need on my Apple Watch. Simultaneously, I can also do the auto pair. This is how I've been performing it for a while. I can do the auto pair with my phone out casually in my hand, and as I say to them, whilst you're typing that in, or whilst you're thinking of whatever word is in the article, just make sure you hold your phone close to your chest and remember it for me. And in that motion, I get the peak of what they're thinking of, what they've searched. So another bad point, if you want to do the thought of word in the article, which I suggest you do, a bit of memory work is involved. Super, super clever and super easy as well. If you're not used to memorizing stuff, put the effort in, learn the words that you need to learn for this bit to work, and it will work every single time. So another good point. The fact that you are pretty much hands off for a lot of it. I mean, I consider phone magic a pretty hands off thing. Your phone is your natural thing that you have on you, right? Who doesn't have their phone on them? But the fact that you can do all this stuff and no one bats an eyelid, you're not taking out a piece of paper and getting them to write stuff down, you're not doing anything that draws focus to anywhere apart from them. You're pretty hands off, which leaves all of the presentation down to you, right? It's all down to you. Make it happen. Make that presentation really solid. So yeah, I have nothing more to say about this app other than buy it. Mark has done a fantastic job of bringing this out. His care of duty after the app is brilliant. He looks after everyone on the group. If anyone has a problem, they message him. He's able to answer it like that. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's phenomenal, and it will always be in my set for as long as I can think, really. But yeah, also guys, let me know how you feel about this sort of segment, this segment about apps, because I have loads and I would love to be able to review them for you. Let me know if it's something you think about. Also, I can review this if you like. I have to be slightly careful with my wording on it, but if you know what this is, then I can review that for you as well. But yeah, Marc Kerstein, brilliant, brilliant app. Go pick Wikitest up. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.